the long run now. Red Corvette and my drop top down. Calling up my digits in my Motorola, and I'm speeding like I robbed someone. Falling and I'm a whip, yeah. Out in Fairfax, going hard in the pit, yeah.
Budokai Tenkaichi 4. I don't think you heard me right. Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I was at work. I got on YouTube. Only thing I kept seeing, Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Now, at first, right, I'm thinking it's just a mod, right? No way it's real. But then I get on social, like Twitter. I see people sharing it, talking about it's real. I'm like, let me come and watch this trailer and see if it's real. Because I feel like there's no way to give it this Budokai Tenkaichi after what, 16 years? About 15? No way. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna make niggas happy. When do they ever want niggas to be happy? These companies don't want us to be happy. Especially Bandai. First they put out Kakarot and then The Breakers. Nobody wanted to play that. Those weren't fun. When people play Dragon Ball games, they want to fight people. They want to fight their friends. Like, it's, what, 2018? So 5 years? It's been 5 years since we had a good Dragon Ball game, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, Kakarot was beautiful, right? I think the animation and all that was beautiful, but it's not the game we wanted. Like, there's no multiplayer, there's no nothing. It's just a single-player experience. We know the Dragon Ball story. But I guess if someone doesn't know the Dragon Ball story, it's a second way for them to experience it in a more, like, hands-on approach, even though they change a lot of stuff. So, I just want to get into this trailer and see what it's about. I don't feel like the gameplay would look like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I won't even lie to you. That hole was beautiful. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this game to come out. Like, so, if they're going to make a Tenkaichi 4, right? I'm kind of scared. Because I feel like, in modern fashion, they're going to mess it up by trying to implement something that's, like, more current to now, when I don't want a 2D style fighting game like Fighters. I don't want something that's competitive. I want fun. The thing about Tenkaichi 3 was, it was a toy box. You get your toys, you go in there, and you have fun with them. You get the real Dragon Ball experience, right? Like, it's so easy for them to mess this up, right? Like, if you're going to do this, right? What I want them to do is take the best parts of 3 and mix them with the best parts of 2. So what I mean by that is, so the story mode, right? I don't mind it being structured like Tenkaichi 3 was, where like you have, when the arc starts, you have a person from that arc talking you through it, and like saying little like dialogue, and then at the beginning of the arc, like, you know, Goku would go up and talk to them, and then they'll like take over for the rest of the arc. That was fire to me, right? If you're going to do it like that though, I think the battles need to be longer, because the Saiyan Saga was what, only three missions. I think if you up the missions, and how they don't need to take as long as they usually do. Just spread them out a little bit more. I don't need to. When you're fighting Nappa, you don't need to use Piccolo, Tien, Gohan, all that at the same time, and then wait for Goku to get there and then beat him with Goku. That should be separate missions, in my opinion. As far as Tenkaichi 2, my favorite part of Tenkaichi 2 uh, was the way you unlock characters. It tests your Dragon Ball knowledge, where you get the Patara earrings, and then you use the item fusion. And let's say you have uh, Vegeta with Scouter. You take that and you mix that, I think, with Powerball, and that's how you get a grade 8. Stuff like that would be nice to get for Tenkaichi 4, because I really like that system of how you unlock characters. I don't want it to be like Tenkaichi 3, where you come in and you basically have almost all the characters. And as far as characters go, I would rather them keep it like Tenkaichi 3 was, where you have like, you had Goku early, Goku mid, you had Goku end, you had the Vegeta Scouter, you had the Android Saga Vegeta, and then you had the Blue Saga Vegeta. I like that because they all play different and unique based on where the characters were at that time. One thing they need to keep, the transformation sequences. One of my favorite things about playing that game was being able to transform. It'll take up the whole screen. Nobody can do anything until that person transformed, and then it was good. They should don't change the way fusions work. You can only do fusions if you're in a team battle and you have the two fusion characters. I liked that, though there was. Another thing they don't need to change, the music. Uh, the music, like, don't make the music bad. The music for Tenkaichi 3 was amazing. They need to make sure they don't mess up that music. And the opening cutscene needs to be iconic, like Tenkaichi 3 and 2 was. I don't Tenkaichi 1 wasn't that great of a game to me. Like, it was the blueprint, but they got it right with 2 and 3. One thing they need to take out the RPG system of 2. Like 3 didn't have that. Don't add that back in 4. The RPG system of 2 was really bad for story mode, because you could be fighting like Kid Buu, right? Next thing you know, you're fusing into Vegeta because you have it unlocked. Uh, and when you add items, it can make the battles go by really fast, even on the hardest of difficulties, because you could give yourself extra power, extra health. I think in Tenkaichi 4, they don't need to bring that back. Tenkaichi 3, I like the way you got the Dragon Ball through the story mode. I think they should keep it like that. And then when you summon Shenron, you get your choice of items and sometimes characters. I think that was good. And for me, the most important thing that no matter what they do, they have to get right. I need more what if stories. The what if stories in Tenkaichi 3, I loved them. The if Android 16 came back and Goku and Ader had to fight him, that was great. If that would have been done today with like the type of animation it could have got, that would have been so fire. So I want them to bring back more what if stories and keep them good. Please keep them good. I think if they want, they should have some type of tribute to Bulma, since her voice actress died, and that was a like really really sad thing. They should do something with that. Find some way to honor her inside of the game. You know how Goku was there in Tenkaichi 3 guiding you along his story? They should have, this time, it'd be nice if they had Bulma do it. Because Bulma's been there since the beginning, too. So she could interact with the other characters. She has relationships with other characters. That would be nice. But yeah, overall, that pretty much sums up all of my things that I want them to keep for Tenkaichi 4. There are probably a list of other things, but those are the main issues I have. And, also, the character roster. The Tenkaichi 3 had 161 playable characters, if I remember correct. Yes, with them being different variations of other characters, but it's still fine. 161. This time, technology is better. Graphics are better. I need, what? 161 plus 161 is 300. That's 400? No, it's 200. 320? 320? 322? 322? About 322. I think doing quick math isn't. Yeah, I think 322. 322 characters. That's what they need to have. Anything less, honestly, I feel like I didn't even try. I don't care if I don't mind characters' movesets being similar, like everyone has like a full power energy wave type attack. That's fine to me, but the characters that are really important, make sure there's some type of variety. And I can't wait to see the way they do hit, because I really want to see hit done right. I hope they keep it like all the other Tenkaichi games, where you start at Dragon Ball Z, you finish that story, you usually go to Dragon Ball, or you also get movies in between, uh, depending on where they correspond with the arc. You get the movies, you get Dragon Ball, and then you get GT last, and then the What If stories last. If I remember correctly, in Tenkaichi 2, you had to beat certain missions, a certain, like, without, like, the missions where you could either win or lose, you had to win those, and then it would unlock special stories. They should go with 3, where you just unlock it as you go, and they have it set up. I wanted to go. I want to cover Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and I want Super covered. I want all of it covered. I don't want you to skip and just, oh, we're only going to focus on the story of Super. No, I want all of it. Okay? I don't care if it takes, it's probably coming out in 2024, but if they have to push it back to 2025 to get all that stuff done, do it. Like, we want the community, we want this game to be great. We don't want any flops. I swear, if this is always online, it's going to piss me off. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they're dumb enough to do that. But companies nowadays, you never know what they'll do. But yeah, the Dragon Ball community is excited about this. Even people who aren't in the Dragon Ball community are excited about this. So they can't mess this up, right? Like this game is what literally got me into anime. Like, my first time playing this game, I was like, this is amazing. What is this? I was told that this was based off an anime. I'm like, what is anime? Then I think I ended up watching either this first or One Piece first after I found out what anime was. One of those two. But I never went back since. And this game, like the Tenkaichi series, means so much to me. So I really hope they don't screw this up. But like I said, knowing companies, you never know. But let's hope for the best, because we're finally getting another Tenkaichi game. So no bad thoughts, only positive thoughts, and let's hope they get this right. But yeah, that's all my thoughts and opinions on this. I usually don't get this excited or emotional about many things, but this is something that's worth getting hype about. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Backlash written on me, card robbing on a glass bowl. I've been ballin', free my ladies in the counter now. I'm already out, already on the countdown. I'ma set it right. Got the backlash written on me, cold running from the pole, and it's on me. Don't know which way we're going now, I don't wanna know it. Might as well be going down, I don't wanna know it.